guys, what's going on? My name's Dynasty, got for y'all today another Mortal Kombat 11 video. Just a quick update got for you guys. Some news in regards to this week's Kombat Kast, the pre-order beta, and possibly even the crypt. So with that said, let's break this stuff down and let's get into it. So earlier this morning, Ed Boon came out and said this: MK11 beta has more fighters than the stress test. So yes, this is awesome news because I know a lot of you guys, including myself, we're getting kinda tired of just using Scarlet, Scorpion, and Baraka throughout the entire weekend. Don't get me wrong, the beta was super fun, but it's cool to see that indeed more than 3 characters will be available for everybody who has pre-ordered MK11. So if you haven't, go pre-order now so you can get your beta code. I think it begins on the 28th of March, like 10 days away. So I'm so stoked to see you guys on this beta. Now moving on to the Kombat Kast taking place this week. Now we still do not know if it's taking place on Wednesday or Thursday, but regardless, there is a Kombat Kast scheduled for this week sometime. And Tyler Lanza went on Twitter and said this: any questions for this week's Kombat Kast? We are planning on answering some. Use hashtag #AskTheKombatCast. From there, he was asked, can we get 2 reveals? From there, he says yes. So there you go. Not 1 reveal, but 2 reveals taking place this week during the Kombat Kast. From there, somebody also said, will we see Devora? You've been saying she's a possibility for the cast for weeks now, Mr. Lansdowne. And he said, we will get to her for sure, but she is a little bit down the line. So this week, we have 2 character reveals. Safe to say, one is going to be Kotal Khan, in case you forgot. Last week, they mentioned how there's going to be no Kombat Kast, but they gave us a teaser of Kotal Khan. Small snippet of him in his intro animation. So Kotal fans, rejoice because your boy is being shown off during the week. As for the other character, we know it's not Devora. Could it be Aaron Black? We also got this screenshot of Aaron Black. So 2 MKX characters being showcased in the Kombat Kast this week. I don't think that sounds too crazy. Maybe. Finally, let's make our way to the last topic of today's video. So, of course, going back to the January MK11 reveal day, there has been a gigantic tease about a game mode that is said to make us lose our minds and go crazy once we get to see this game mode. Now, many, including myself, assumed this game mode that was being hyped up for the last few weeks was probably going to be hidden behind the, I guess you could say, the section of the menu screens that have the 3 question marks. Of course, we now know, based on the current build, that those 3 question marks are the Crypt and AI Battle Simulator. So, of course, people saw this, were kind of questioning, like, wait a second, so was the Crypt and AI battle meant to be what gets us super excited? Is this how we're gonna lose our minds? And many were thinking, like, okay, I gotta ask Danish Saeed here, who is the senior UI artist at NetherRealm Studios, what exactly he meant. Like, was this what he was referring to? So, of course, Shot Major on Twitter grabbed a screenshot of AI battle, sent it to him, was like, hey man, like, was this what you were talking about in terms of, like, the big mode being teased? And he said, no, this isn't what I was referring to. From there, Shot Major says, that reveal build got analyzed to death. Is it something in the menus itself that we're looking for? I know the question marks mode in Conquer was confirmed to be the Crypt. There isn't anything else new in the menus that can point to a new mode that we will lose our minds over. Now, this is where things get interesting because he says, it's technically already been announced, but in name only. People will lose their minds when they actually see it. So if it's not going to be AI battle, it's got to be the Crypt, right? Like, what other game modes are in the menu screen? I know there is a tournament mode, but is tournament mode really going to be that groundbreaking? I just kind of assumed that would just be a way for you to go through a couple ladders with your friends, maybe? I can't see it being too, in depth. The Crypt, though, the Crypt has already been talked about having a gigantic overhaul, so I'm assuming he means the Crypt, which has me even more stoked because the Crypt is already fun. It is already like a, its own experience in itself. Not to mention the Steam DB leak from a few weeks ago mentions how there's a trophy for spearing 50 hanging bodies. So in some regard, there's going to be a way for us to pull out a spear and spear things in the Crypt. So yeah, I'm assuming he's talking about the Crypt because if not the Crypt, what else is he talking about that's going to make us go crazy and lose our minds? But guys, that is all I got for y'all today. Just a very quick rundown of a few things that happened within like the last 24 hours. So of course, Ed Boon confirming more than 3 characters in the pre-order beta. Really hoping for Sub-Zero. I'm missing my man Sub. Also, we're gonna have 2 character reveals this week. One's gonna be Kotal Khan. Devora, I'm sorry, no gameplay for Devora this week. And lastly, seems like the Crypt is gonna be the game mode that makes us lose our minds, I think. Anyway, but guys, that is all I got for y'all today. What do you think of all of this? Of course, let me know in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed the video, please take 1 second, drop a like on it, subscribe for some more MK11 content next time. Been your host, Dynasty. You guys, please take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Let's break it down. It all started in 92, dressed in all blue with some of the best fighting moves. I was also born in 92. Oh shit, Dynasty, pay attention to where I go with this. I didn't die in the events of the first game. That's the only difference. Here to hang like a rope chain. John Tobias, Ed Boon, y'all fucking amazing. Y'all not human when it come down to being creative.